Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got loads to go over today as the Helldivers 2 known issues list has been updated. It appears that there is a brand new live stream going up later today, and the Baskinator talks about new features being added to the game. As well as that, the Reddit is going absolutely crazy with things that they want, and Ironsides has come back with yet another leak, which is quite an interesting one to say the least. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure that you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, who right now have got an incredible brand deal that is going on with free shipping internationally. So if you want to get a top up on your GamerSupps, today is the day to go ahead and get it, as it ends tomorrow. So using code CloudPlays will get you free shipping internationally. Do not miss this deal. It does not happen very often. Link in the description. Get your top up on GamerSupps today. With that being said, though, we've also got the giveaway happening. If you want to get involved with that, it's very simple. Head down to the comment section and put in a fire emoji. It'll enter you into the giveaway. We're going to be announcing the winner to that one tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned to it. But with that being said, let's dive into the game and see what it is that's happening in Helldivers 2 right now. So starting off, in Helldivers 2, we have got a load of new known issues which were updated just yesterday. Some interesting features coming on this one is the new listing right here states that weapons cannot be reloaded after switching from holding the stratagem ball. It's been a bit of an annoying one. That's happened to me quite a few times now, so hopefully that is something that they do fix. As well as that, they have got the description of the reinforced Epilex armor passive is missing in some larger languages. So there are apparently some other languages which aren't actually having the armor passive at all on there, or at least in structure. It is appearing inside of the game, but it just doesn't have the info for it. Simming while having a stratagem ball prepared unquips stratagem, which means that you just essentially walk around with just your two bare hands. And again, that's happened to me quite often, so hopefully they do fix that one. And the charge up indicator on the sight of the RS-422 rail gun stratagem does not work. So again, a very, very weird one, but yeah, the rail gun is having a few problems. For me personally, though, there needs to be some more added onto this listing, as the customization options do have massive issues right now, causing so many different crashes is unbelievable. Just applying different parts onto your weapons or switching out the color of your weapon via the patterns is seeming to crash the game quite a bit. So hopefully that one gets added soon and is one of the top priorities that they're focusing on. In other news, they actually have a live stream happening later today at 4 p.m. CET. We are going to be co-streaming it, so you guys will be able to watch that here on the channel, and hopefully they'll have some really good info on that one, as they are going to be answering questions and talking about the development of the Heart of Democracy. So I'm really intrigued to see what it is that they come up with from that. I hope that there is a load of information that we can take away from it. So with that being said, though, let's take a look at the Galactic War table, as there's some interesting stuff happening over there right now. So as we can see on the major order front, we have got 1.7 billion collected out of the 2.5 billion Illuminate killed. We've got 1 day remaining left on this, which is definitely doable. We just hope that the Helldivers are very much in there and getting this done. We've got 50,000 active Helldivers right now, which is amazing, and majority of them are on Super Earth. This is quite a big venture, obviously, although there is a bug on the Super Earth main UI page right now, as it says on all of the places that there are 0 Helldivers. It makes no sense to me at all. I don't know why that's happening, but it is a thing that's going on right now. We've still only unlocked 3 of the cities available out of the 7, so hopefully we'll start to venture into some of the other ones very soon. But the Illuminate are taking control of these things quite substantially. How it is that we can actually overrun this, I don't know, but it appears that the fight for Super Earth may well last longer than we think. It's been an interesting venture in the Galactic War so far, and hopefully this only gets a little bit busier. As to what happens to the outer sector, we have no idea, but the Illuminates still have full hold on that one, essentially stopping the Terminus from getting any closer, that's for sure. But the automatons are still making their way forward towards Super Earth, which we've got some info on a bit later on. We'll get into that one. But with that being said, the Super Earth movement is going to be here for quite a while. And what else is it that they could be bringing in? Well, somebody else actually asked if the Leviathan was the only new unit for this update. Now, obviously the update was put in through 2 parts, and the overall update was sectioned off so that hopefully if anything did go wrong, they could fix it in segments. So essentially what that means is during this update, we had 3 new Illuminate foes come through the mist. But the Baskinator actually responded to this and states, we had the the other new enemies added the week before. This was kind of split into 2 updates, but it's one whole idea. You never know what will show up as we go along, though. And I think that that's the most intriguing thing about this game, is that we don't actually always know everything that's going to be happening, and we have to really keep our ear to the floor 24/7, as they do just slip some things in and change some things sometimes. Such as this bite right here, where they were asking if you would want to be able to hug SEAF Soldiers. There's been a lot of interactables and things that have been going on with Super Earth, and a lot of cool little Easter eggs that they're putting into the game at the moment. I think it'd be very cool if they were able to enable the usage for hugging SEAF Soldiers, as well as some other stuff that they've been talking about on Reddit, which I think could actually work out well. And I don't put it past them to actually add this in. The Baskinator is clearly asking for a reason, and majority of you guys genuinely did react to this one, and it got quite a few voting points. So fingers crossed we'll be able to hug the SEAF Soldiers soon and make some more interactions inside of the world of Super Earth itself. This one right here was a great idea that received 22,000 upvotes, and it states, guys, hear me out. They want to use the SEAF Soldiers as a way of being opening the bunkers. This would actually work really, really well, and given that we know the SEAF Soldiers can be a stratagem later down the line, likely for when Super Earth has been saved, we can still use the SEAF Soldiers on other planets. That's my idea of how that one could pan out, and hopefully they'll be able to enable that so that we can actually utilize them to be able to hit those double bunkers. It does eradicate the teamwork needed, but it would also make it a lot easier for those solo players and for the people who don't really like working as a team. As far as those interactables though, someone else posted up right here with nearly 5,000 upvotes stating, please Arrowhead, let me ride this. And yes, this is one of the little rocking horse super destroyers on the park. I would absolutely love for the park to be more interactable, having this being able to be rode on, maybe having the monkey bars utilized, the seesaws actually tilting from side to side. There are ways of being able to actually slide on the slide though, as people have found out. If you dive up the slide, you will slide back down it. It is quite funny, it's quite enjoyable. So just have some fun interacting with the world and seeing what it is that you guys can actually do. Although I would say probably try not doing that on the rappel missions, because these things are absolute chaos. This post right here received 11,000 upvotes, where someone stated, how's everyone enjoying the rappel mission? We are struggling. Now, I have done around 2 or 3 of them and managed to fully complete all 2 or 3, although I'm aware that a lot of people are really struggling with these missions and making it so that some people in my chat stated that they've done this 5 times and managed to complete it once. It is absolutely grind to the bone difficult. It is so much fun and so much carnage is on the map, but it does really show exactly what it is that the engine can really push itself to. So I'm hoping for some more missions along these lines a little later on. We'll have to wait and see, but if you have any ideas for missions, let me know via the comment section below. I'm intrigued to know what it is you would want to play inside of. And we are going to be moving into leak territory right now, so make sure that if you don't want to be spoiled, then you do leave the video now. This is a very, very big one, so please do make sure if you don't want to see it, now's the time to leave. With that being said, if you are still here, you obviously want to hear it, so let's head on into what it is that Ironsights has been saying over on X. He's been able to dig into the files and take a look at how the multi-faction planets can work. And he's managed to find that multiple factions can attack a planet at once. Now, obviously, this is not having them all on one battlefield, but they can attack one planet at once, meaning that certain missions can be allocated for automatons, certain missions can be allocated for terminates, and certain missions allocated for the Illuminate, meaning that we can have cross-platform movement for a single planet, but not a single mission. This is quite huge because it means that they will then be fighting for their territory, and we will have to defend off against numerous people against numerous times. This for me is absolutely huge, and I really hope that this is something that comes in play. It states right here though, now cities on other factions that do not work yet, similar to the release of the colonies, so it just crashes if you load in. But this is a function that is supported on the current system, so we should be seeing cities and the mega cities coming into play for the other factions later down the line, which is probably how they're going to disperse Super Earth. At the moment, people are worried that when we lose Super Earth, we lose the mega cities. It doesn't seem like it's actually going to be the case. It appears that these are going to be appearing on so many different planets. It's unreal. He states right here, all planets with the mega cities right now. Now, the mega city is not exclusive to Super Earth and has been applied to many other planets. There are a list of them that I'll leave in the description below. You can click on it and go and check them out. This is just one of them of Alamak 7. And it, for me, is huge. I think that this is definitely needed. Obviously, when we lose Super Earth or win Super Earth and Super Earth is no longer under attack, we are going to need these and require these on other planets because it's content that we definitely do enjoy. So it's nice to know that they are being stemmed across the galactic war map right now. And hopefully, we'll start seeing those come into play very soon for those of you guys who do enjoy playing the automatons and bugs still even now. And yes, that is all huge, and these leaks are going absolutely rampant right now with so much going on inside of the game. Yesterday we uploaded 2 videos, one of which was the Leviathan guide for dummies. If you guys want to know how to take out the Leviathans, then this is going to be your easiest method. Make sure you do go and check it out. The link will be in the description, but we're going to be reading your top comments out from that one, which is absolutely awesome. This first one right here is a bit of a laughable one. It states, real Leviathan guide. Step 1, call in chair stratagem. Step 2, throw chair at Leviathan, win. I don't know what's going on with this chair meme. This just seems to be sticking since the ARG, and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I bloody wish it would. I bloody wish it would. And this next one states right here, you forgot the throwing knife and bayonet charge with Constitution technique to assert dominance. Now, no, that's not actually a viable option, but it is quite funny to think that you guys are really wanting to do that. I think that, yes, asserting dominance with throwing knives would be very, very cool. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't deal enough damage. And moving in, this next one right here states, my dummy strategy is to just completely ignore them unless you stand under them where they are pretty easy to avoid. Yeah, actually, these things can be easily avoided, although they do have sniper shots that do go across the map. You do need to be careful. They will still take you out. So you are more likely to want to take them out so that you can avoid this hassle. But yeah, you can avoid them if you so wish. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much again for being such amazing people. We are going to be live throughout the day, and we're going to be co-streaming the Helldivers live stream later on today, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.